The daughter of Atlas, Sion Eltnam Atlasia. I like Sion, man. She ended up getting more cute than I expected. When faced with Shiki's kindness, probably something she's not used to, That night, the air was maddeningly hot. Dude, the OST in this. Water. I run, seeking any moisture I could find. I run through the dark forest. I run through the hell of the steep mountain pass. Compared to walking through the familiar deserts of my youth, the mountain path flooded with trees is like walking on needles. All the knights who had accompanied me are dead. No one is left alive. I go back to the village. All the villagers are dead. The well is dried up. The river is filled with corpses. Still, I crawl my way to it, hoping to find water. Choking, I drink and drink, as if I'm brought back to life. Something feels intertwined, like a large cloth endlessly intertwined. It's in my way, so I pull at it over and over. I tear and pull, but the cloth still gets in the way. Each time I bend the drink, I get wrapped further inside. I'm trying to, figure out what this is, but... I pull again and the rustling cloth entangles in my fingers. Again and again. Rustle. Rustle, rustle. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Rustle, 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 rustle. Rustle, 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 rustle. Rustle. Skin, the human corpses shaped into a large sheet. Dead bodies, empty shells drained of everything inside. The skin of all the hundreds of people pushed in and piled up until the dark and the damp rotted away their skin, and it all oozed together into one hideous sheet. Sheet, what the fuck? Sheet. Alright, well, we already got the body horror, Jesus. Even seeing that, I need water, so I continue to drink. They get in, part of me was thinking, Ciel? But they get in my way, but I drink anyway. The cartoon-like faces are actually comical. Yes, mutilated, fleshless, organless. The seemingly clothed corpses were piled up here. Everyone was drained. That vampire drank every last drop of their blood. What a nightmare, as if it was a curse. Atlasia, even if you're the only one, you have to survive. Oh shit. The speaker was one of the knights, the only one I knew. A knight of the shield, a woman. Just like me, that is why I survived. Allowed to escape. She is definitely... so this is when she failed to kill the vampire before, I think she was talking about. I run along the mountain path. I run until dawn. But there is no way out. The curse rebounded on itself. Cursing myself, I cannot escape from myself. And before my eyes, something appears, black as night. It drinks and drinks, okay. Filled to the brim, the blood leaks from its eyes. It is not enough, oh god. However much it drinks, it cannot be sated. Crying tears of blood, it begins to laugh. The fluttering of black wings. What? The black eyes draw near. Drip, drip, the rich red blood continues to flow. Dawn approaches, and my crawling ankles trying to escape. Something wet and slippery. A crying, laughing, blood-drinking monster. Dude, who is this? Who is this vampire? Wings? Oh, goodness. Ugh. Can you imagine that was just their face? Maybe it is. Maybe that, yeah. God. And then I wake up. Damn, another dream, huh? So we're getting her passed through her dreams that she's been having here. And then I wake up. It is still daytime. Dude, this song is crazy. It reminds me of some shit I would have heard in Sayano Uta, man. It's like, get this out of my ears. Like in my dream today, it's stiflingly hot. I think I'm not suited for walking around during the day. In the first place, I spend most of my time indoors as an alchemist. My skin isn't used to being in the burning sun. All the same, I made a promise. To him, to Shiki. A promise to gather information on the vampire in its place. Did she not have any budget You know, no money. Can't get a hotel nowhere. I guess maybe she might find that risky, or maybe she just doesn't care. But, I mean, she's complaining about the heat, so maybe not. I like this cooperation, though. Longitude unmeasurable. The laws of time do not apply, yet it appears in a pre-designated space. It is not born, but it is very troublesome. It is somewhat random, so it cannot be expected. So is that describing like the phenomenon that's occurring here? Weird. All the pieces are assembled. Knowing what actions will take place, the future is simple. The appearance of the town has not changed. The streets are still empty. The heat radiates off them like smoke. Why did I volunteer? It occurred in a mountain village in Western Europe. If they needed alchemists, they should have requested the ones from Prague. Okay. She volunteered. And the mountain village was where that slaughter happened, the sheet of skin in that vampire. All the same, the church requested help from us, the Atlas Academy. Okay, they requested help. Even though people pass me by, if I look behind me, no one is there. Only a strange emptiness. I love that we're from her perspective, man. This is a new character. This is cool. First, limit the conditions. The place where it will occur easily. The culture, the population. Furthermore, simulate world affairs. Consider the random appearances of aces. Huh. I wonder if, like, the occurrence... words. 2,000 patterns is acceptable. Begin after all variables are assigned value. Values with only some possibility are... I raised my hand. They said they needed calculations, so I thought I would calculate. Yes, we need to calculate. What is that? What is going on with her that she can do that? Very interesting. That is the all-encompassing fundamental of the alchemists of Atlas. Oh. I see. It's just so hot. Too hot for even a desert dweller. This is just some alchemist shit. Only alchemists I know are the Einsburns, but they just like making people. Not needed. Filter for optimal candidacy. 12,500 corresponding sectors of the Earth. Only those places are where it can occur. What the hell? That's such a large-scale scan. Measuring atmospheric pressure results in predicting the time and place of a typhoon. It is the same. Then grasping its general progression is... I hurriedly enter a large building in order to download data simultaneously from the gathered minds there. With only poor magic circuits, we cannot rely upon magical means for the realization of the occult. Therefore, we use only our minds to do so. What? That's cool. This is all their brain? Oh my goodness. We read the stars, the wind, the people, the... This is why they call me the spirit hacker Sion Eltnam. This filament, ether light, is able to compel and coerce the human nervous system. Okay, yeah, I was wondering when we would hear about that again. What? Compel and coerce? The nervous system? Spirit hacker. Goddamn. Possible. The problem is, yes, guessing what its prime condition is. What was the original cause of the phenomenon? What does it desire? Eternity? It cannot be. What does it desire? It's a good question. Like, why is it happening? Like, what's it doing? Such foolishness. Why would it desire that? Is there... Because the intent is not to destroy the mind, you cannot call it cracking. World. Collecting information to diagram the root ancestry of events. Our brains are possessed by the demon of Laplace. I'm getting used to how the text is progressing here. We interfere with limitless possibilities to set up limited formulas for reading the future. I really don't need to do that. In the first place, A meaning to living forever? Perhaps there is. Wishing to make the impossible possible? Yes, in the first place, do you cling... Uh-oh. I need to read faster. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop, 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 stop. Utter chaos. I want silence. Cut. No, I have to tell myself not to cut. I'm still being influenced from that nightmare. Calmly, calmly. Cut. Cut. Oh god. It gets too much. I have to block these thoughts from my mind. God, I can imagine, like, doing that, like, opening yourself up to those possibilities, to reading that. Third thought process halted. Seventh thought process halted. Second thought process halted. Sixth thought process halted. Uh-oh, it's getting dark. What the hell, man? Yeah, I was saying, like, opening yourself up to that has got to invite, like, it's got to be so much. Especially, like, when your own mind is already troubled. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Suddenly I'm very tired. My throat is parched and sore, and my tired body collapses in on itself. I expel the air from my lungs. It's like breathing fire. Can't breathe. My vision blurs. If I don't rest, if I don't sleep properly, I won't be able to keep going. May only have 2 or 3 days left. But I can still move. 2 or 3 days. If I can move, I'm still alive. I'm still injured from last night's battle, but it won't slow me down. Jesus. I really was careless yesterday, wasn't I? I knew about Shiki's abilities, but I was never clear on his fighting experience. Maybe he only fought on a few occasions, but those were against members of the 27 Ancestors and an agent of the Church. If he was strong enough to stand against creatures like them, he could hardly consider me to be a real enemy. Shiki had that training when he was a kid, so he like taps into that subconsciously as well. On top of, you know, his eyes is a little regrettable. What was that outburst? Shiki has already agreed to help me. There can't be any problem, so what is regrettable? My ether light is connected to him. If he tries to back out of our agreement, I can calculate his location easily enough. After we agreed to cooperate, I touched his head and attached my ether light. Yeah. Okay, I see. Not remote control, but direct contact with my ether light burrowing into his nervous system. Therefore, okay, so she didn't like fix what she did before out of cooperation. She put the ether light at that moment. But that's just in case. Damn. She even took that precaution. I start to feel less and less well. I should stop thinking these extra thoughts. Anyway, I have to fulfill the promise I made with him. That ether light, man. As OP. Alchemist shit. Damn. Information collection ended easily enough. It does seem that most of the citizens have heard of the second coming of the vampire. But it is only thin rumor, not too different from the information that Shiki knows. All the same, no one denies the rumor. Even if the credibility is non-existent, it is a rumor accepted naturally. Everyone seems to feel something bad is going to happen. The emptiness of the town has crept into their hearts. The town will bake in the heat today, and probably tomorrow as well. The stage is set, a town under attack by fierce heat of record-high temperatures, the spawning of strange paradoxes of unknown origin. Terrible ideas, ill omens, visits to the temple, portending bad luck. Coincidence? The dark night where uneasiness fed by anxiety becomes reality. Even though not one murder has occurred, everyone says it happened and the vampire is returned. Yeah, and during the deep night in the empty town, a lurking shadow which wanders the streets. Soon the moon will form a perfect circle in the sweltering night, which seems itself to be in agony. Until then, Yeah, speaking of, I want to know what's up with Ark. I must guide this loose rumor into a definite shape. Len, we need help. Sion arrives according to schedule. Good evening. You are right on time, Shiki. Same for you. A big difference from someone I know. Huh. Actually, she would come extremely early and then go hide. Yeah, that's exactly what happened before, I'm pretty sure. Shiki, how did things turn out with the true ancestor? Oh, it can be pretty hard to get hold of her sometimes, but I left a note in her room. Maybe tomorrow will be different. Is Is that so? So she covers her tracks well. This won't be easy. Right. As fickle as she is, she might just have decided to go off and play around for a while without even knowing what's going on. Very likely. Perhaps. Do you not think she left you intentionally, Shiki? Intentionally? What do you mean, Sion? Like to protect him? Like her knowing what's going on? Just to distance herself? I mean that the returned vampire could possibly be the true ancestor. Oh! That's what you mean. That's impossible. Arcueid would never do the kinds of things they're talking about. Never? You really are a wonderful person, denying it so completely like that, Shiki. Well, thanks. Cute. I stammer a reply. For some reason, her words don't seem sarcastic and almost have a ring of admiration to them, yeah. I love her genuine, like, surprise and happiness at him being a good-ass guy. Anyway, Arcueid doesn't drink human blood. You might not know that, Sion, but she isn't the vampire in the rumors, right? If you say so. Yeah, there's no way it's her. However, if the vampire has returned to this town, then isn't it strange that there is no other vampire around besides the true ancestor? There has to be something which was a model for all these rumors. A model for the rumors? Wouldn't that be the incident from a year ago? That isn't the model, but the source. The rumors have been very clear about that. No one has actually seen or heard anything themselves. Putting aside what is true or false, does there not have to be some shadowy figure wandering the night on which to base these rumors? Right. Sion is a little hard to follow. No, in the first place. Sion, I've been wondering. You talk about research and studying vampires. Who exactly are you? Good question. I am an alchemist. You know about Magi, do you not? The one named Ciel belongs to the church, but there is another organization called the Magi Association. I am a member of the Magi Association. There are 3 separate branches. I belong to Atlas. Cool. I'd expect someone from Atlas, because I loosely remember that from FGO, Holmes looking into their stuff and what he revealed from that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, that was Atlas, right? The church views vampires as their enemy, but they have an agreement with us, the Magi Association. You could say we're a military force that isn't black, but not white either. Magi Association. If that's the case, then maybe Sensei is also in this association. Maybe Sion even knows her. Nah. That's cool, Shiki, hearing about this for the first time, and also learning more about the different branches, Atlas's function within that. Pretty cool. I do not. Your Sensei is London's problem child, so it is natural for a member of Atlas like me to not have met her. London's problem child. What did you say, Sion? How did you? I can tell what you're thinking. You're someone whose face is easily read. I'm used to Akia and the others saying that, but it is a bit of a shock to hear it from Sion, whom I've just met. Whatever, then what do we do from here? It isn't fair if you don't tell me what the results on all the information you gathered before. I don't mind, but what I gathered was not really any different than the rumors you heard, so I have nothing to tell you. And we haven't really learned too much. Mostly just learned about Sion. It's cool with me. And her method. Aye, that's a little troubling. Isn't it? So now we will just have to confirm it with our own eyes after all. If we're going to find the rumored vampire and the source behind it, we have to search this city at night. So we're back to that. I didn't expect anything better. This reminds me more and more of what happened last year. So, this is my plan, Shiki. Why don't we look together? I don't know this town very well. I would be wasting my time without a guide. Well, they say 2 hands are better than 1, but is it alright? Your purpose is to research vampires, so... We can declare for certain the source of these rumors isn't the true ancestor, correct? Reason stands that if we fulfill your goal, it would be easier to find the true ancestor. Okay. So I had to raise my mic. I'm started to hunch. Posture check. Drink some water. That means you too, looks at camera. It would be meaningless if only I found the true ancestor, and you would become free much quicker. I think that goes without saying. I see. That's what she's thinking. Well, we'll see, I guess. Alright, Give and take then. Yes, as much as I can, I will help you with your agenda. Alright. I like this partnership, man. Sion's cool, man. It's like badass. An alchemist, that's so different. Like, not a mage, not someone from the church. But she's with the Magi Association, but she's an alchemist. That's so different than what I'm used to. It's cool. We've walked so far and still we haven't found anything. The town is strangely quiet, but there's no odd feeling to the air. About to have a fight at the park? Dude, I love this song, man. I'm gonna need the whole playlist of this fucking game, man. But of course, when I finish. So I can still be surprised and whatnot. We haven't gone into the areas mentioned in the rumors. I had to say this, but more victims will appear as time passes. Huh? Sion, what did... Whoa. Halt. Who? Oh, fuck, dude. Senpai. Tono-kun, why are you with her? Sion Eltnam, don't tell me you... I think you misunderstand, Agent. I asked for Shiki's help, so he accompanied me. No one forced him. As for what you're thinking about, no. Is that so? So he has nothing to do with you then? So you won't ask for his help when we fight? Oh, fuck, dude. Because right away, Ciel wants to smoke. So, Senpai, hold on. This may look like something is going on, but you don't have to bring out your black keys like that all of a sudden. Dude. I so badly want to play Ciel. I'm already locked in on having Ciel as my main for Type Lumino. But I guess it can wait. Tono-kun, please be quiet. Goodness, why do you always show up in these bothersome situations? Or is it that you can't resist the request of a cute girl? Little column A, little column B. That's definitely not it. At any rate, stand aside, Tono-kun. I will not listen any longer. If you get in my way, prepare to be punished. Sion Eltnam Atlasia, an order has been issued by the church to take you into protective custody, or failing that, to capture you by any means necessary. Oh, fuck. Ciel's here on official business, bro. Take you into custody. God, she's so cool. A similar request has been issued by the Atlas Association. Do you have anything to say in your defense? That's right, she is on the run from them. Oh my god. Just fucked from all sides here. I have nothing to say, but I will not let you capture me. If you try, you will be destroyed. I like this, man. Let's go. Yeah, saying that all of a sudden is a little... Oh, wait, Sion, what did you just say? Poor Shiki. Oh, this is happening, bro. You will not comply with the church's orders? Very well, then. As an agent of the church, I am placing you under arrest. I will make you reflect on your actions. Your partner will also have quite the painful experience. Oh, goodness. Senpai, why are you getting so serious? Who should fight? Yo! Oh, fuck, I get to choose? Oh my goodness. Fuck. You know what, I want to play as Sion. For that reason, here we go. I want this to happen. I like this little loading screen. Let's go. Love hearing their voices. Ooh, this song. Alright, here we go. Ooh, got aerials. Ugh. Ooh, that's a grab. Okay. So, ooh, okay. Zone. That's a word, right? In 2D games? Oh god. Ooh, the dash. Come on, Ciel, fight back. Fight back, Ciel. Come on, best girl. Oh, I used the gun? What the fuck? Ooh. Of course, circle back. Ooh. Or circle back light was that? Oh god. Ooh. Oh, Ciel Bombos. I'm sorry, best girl. I don't want to fight you. Oh no. She's my favorite. I don't want to do this. Ooh, okay. Okay. Testing my inputs. I need to just go in training mode. Okay, there's like a recovery thing. So blocking, I noticed, seems to reduce the vital source thing. And also like certain things. Oh god. Yeah, and when that happens, you get the Neko arc Get knocked out. Oh my god, spamming those lows. And the magic circuit thing, is that for super? So how do I do a super? So I remember seeing that in the Type Lumina trailer, teaser. Fuck. There's the gun. Oh wait. Man, that depletes the fuck out of my... Actually, it doesn't deplete that. I think light and medium is grab. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I really want to know how I did the gun thing. Oh, there it is. Holy fuck. Yo. Alright, I did something there. I think I did quarter circle back heavy. I don't know, I'm trying shit, man. I'm just trying shit. That was tight, though. That was fun. I see what I have to look forward to playing CL. She's gotta have an input to throw black keys, right? She's gotta have that. That is enough. This battle is ours, agents. I see. Your abilities have certainly improved. Fighting you now would be a bad idea. Furthermore, since he is helping you, it would be best to let sleeping dogs lie. Sion El Damatlastia, I entrust your monitoring to him now. Your involvement in this is disturbing, but it is foolish for me to be distracted from my main task. Of course, Ciel is, I assume, on the same overall mission as far as who is causing this phenomenon. That's a strange thing to say. Shiki and I are partners. He doesn't mind my involvement. Yes, you may be right. You may be right. He is nice to everyone, so I will not get in the way. But no matter what, you will not be able to do anything bad when you are with him. You'd best keep that in mind. Tono-kun. Yes? What is it, senpai? You don't have to be so apprehensive. Since you chose to associate with her, you will have to supervise her until the very end. You can't leave her alone halfway through. Me supervise Sion? Yes, since she is investigating vampires, she will need your protection. I will not be able to help you until I have killed the dead apostle. So you have to protect her until then. Until you kill the dead apostle? Wait, are you looking for the vampire from the rumors too? Yeah, of course she is. Of course, I am on formal orders from the church, and a powerful dead apostle is hiding somewhere in town. I wonder which one it is. There's no, of course, it's no shot it's Arc. No shot Ro is back. That's literally impossible. So... yeah, it must be a new one then. Or I hope so anyway. That would be tight. So I ask you to not do anything foolish, Tono-kun. If the church is involved... if the church is involved, then that must have already begun. Just as you say, Sion Eltnum, I understand your feelings, but hunting dead apostles is the business of the church. You should stay out of it. And as for apprehending you, that is the duty of the Magi Association. For me, everything else is secondary to the hunt for dead apostles. Makes sense. Makes sense. I am being overlooked. Oh, dude, her pride. I love her pride. It keeps getting shit on, but, you know. Of course not, because as soon as the dead apostle hiding in this town is disposed of, you will definitely be of top priority. You are saying I should leave Japan then, agent? I'm surprised you would be so soft. I heard from the Knights that the Burial Agency was one of the most bloodthirsty groups of killers around. Was that information wrong? No, they were right. I just don't feel good tonight. Even if I am part of the Burial Agency, I am still human. It seems there's at least one person trying to play innocent. After everything is over, you can tell me all about it, Tono-kun. Yeah. That was cool. Didn't expect to encounter Ciel there. It's my favorite. But, makes sense, man. Yeah, I'm really curious who this dead apostle is going to be. 3. Fierce heat with scattered lies. Alice's anxiety. Thank goodness, the fact that she found us is a big minus, but the fact that she can be pushed back is an unexpected development. I expected that if I encountered her, I would be forced either to flee or to be destroyed. It seems that an external factor tipped the scales in my favor. You, Shiki. Yeah. Ciel was thrown off by Shiki associating and helping Sion for sure. It threw her off. I like that that's like the canon reason. Imagine if I had Shiki fodder. I mean, of course I'm going to be going back through and choosing that, just, you know. But I don't know, since the dictating factor is wins and losses, it's probably it probably only changes like dialogue afterwards to an extent. But who knows? Maybe that is the choice. That is the branch for that. Agent of the Barrio Agency. She certainly is cautious when it comes to you. An agent of the Barrio Agency saying, "Stay out of trouble. Don't get in the way of my duties." I never would have thought it. It's the power of Shiki. Still, this could help remove the biggest obstacle to our plan. If this... Shiki, are you even listening to me? Huh? I'm sorry, Sion, what is it? Not what is it? Didn't we just turn back an agent of the church? Is this not traditionally the part where the victors celebrate? This is just Tuesday for Shiki. Yeah, something like that, I guess. All we did was simply push back dealing with the problem until later in the future. And Sion, we really did just make Senpai really angry. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna come to you later. Like she said, she's gonna fight Sion later after this dead apostle is taken care of. And Shiki is gonna privately get it, you know, when she gets an opportunity. Let's not think about the unpleasant future right now. More importantly, what was that thing Senpai was saying earlier? Thing? What do you mean, thing? The thing about the order to arrest you, and then protective custody, and... well, maybe that's not so bad. But the capture by any means part is a little much, isn't it? You told me you were a magi from Atlas, but you never said you were on some wanted list. Yeah, probably best to mention that now. Of course not. I felt no need to speak of it. You felt no need? You don't just hide something like that. Shiki, please stop yelling so much. You are drawing attention. But it certainly was a mistake on my part. I did not think even the church was searching for me. It seems the Magi Association is really intent on returning me. Yeah, to even ask that of the church's cooperation on that as well. Crazy. Alright, I can accept that. But what in the world did you do? For Senpai to really attack someone like that is rare. I mean, it doesn't happen often. Are you sure it didn't do something to make her angry? Oh, bleh. Are you sure you didn't do something to make her angry, Sion? If so, it would be troublesome if you didn't tell me, you know? That I really have to make the text faster. Troublesome? Shiki, why? If we're going to work together, we have to have an understanding between us. We've got to be able to rely on each other. There can't be any more secrets. Is that part of being a partner? Yeah, that's really important between partners. This is all new to her. Sion? Shiki, Atlas is hunting me because I turned my back on their doctrine. Objectively, I have not done anything wrong. You are not an accomplice, so there is no need to worry. Turned her back on their doctrine. No, I wasn't asking if you did something wrong. I was just wondering why Senpai was after you. Please believe me, I didn't do anything for you to despise me. Yeah, I believe you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let me explain the rest. The Magi Association I come from is the Atlas Academy. There is one overall Magi Association, but different places have different academies. I know, the largest Magi Association is in London, the Clock Tower. Senpai said that earlier. That is the Clock Tower, hidden within the very famous British Museum. They are one of the most respected associations. Many Magi try to imitate their stances. But I am from a place far away from there, an alchemist of Atlas in Egypt. So that's why she said she's used to the desert heat. It's in Egypt. Got it. Other academies encourage learning and experimentation in a wide variety of disciplines. In Atlas, there is only one path, and those who venture off of it are severely punished. Severely punished? Sion, don't tell me. Yes, I broke their one commandment. Atlas strictly forbids the dissemination of knowledge, but I traveled to other academies and exchanged information with their researchers. Oh, fuck. Did not keep the secrets. You mean you traded away secrets from this place, Atlas? No, I would never reveal Atlas's own secrets, okay? The information I traded was the fruits of my own personal research. Sorry, I had to cough. Damn allergies. Well, they shouldn't have gotten angry about it if it was just your own work. Atlas does not see it that way. They believe that the results of one's own work should be revealed only to oneself. Yeah, not even personal research? Man, that is their absolute law, and consequently, they view my actions as a serious transgression. Enough to hunt her down, dude. What the hell? Perhaps it is very unbecoming for an alchemist, but getting answers to my questions was more important to me than Atlas's restrictions. Okay. God, I had to cough again. Yeah, so I wonder, does she mean the questions as far as like curing vampirism? Like, after what happened in that village, maybe she became fixated on that and thus ended up even breaking the doctrine to get to that end, maybe. Answers to your questions about a cure for vampirism? Yep, makes sense. Yes, exactly. Questions about the dead apostles, the thought process of those humans who sought immortality, the underlying fate of those humans avoiding such a contradiction. What drives them? Why I carry such doubt within me? Those are my chains. I'm sorry, but could you be a little more clear? Your explanation is a little extremely hard to follow. Hi, I could not stop coughing earlier, but I'm back now, and since playing before, I'm about to continue from where I stopped. But I read the manual. I forgot that came with the game. It basically links to this web page that has like move lists for. I mean, I've taken pictures on my phone just because I can't tab out of this game the way I have it. But for Sion, Arc, Ciel, Akia, Hisui, Koaku, Shiki, and like just glancing at these move names looks great. Like especially for Koaku, Hisui, and Akia, just like the flavor to their character. I love it. So I can look at these during matches now and actually have some idea what I'm doing. The Z input that I'm seeing looks like hell to do on my D-pad, but I will give it a shot. I mean, I guess it's like left, right, down, back, down, forward or something, but yeah, probably easier than I think. But this is cool, man, because on that page as well, it was basically had a bunch of writing from Watanabe Productions, which I guess was the people behind the actual fighting game within here, like Nasu and all them, the Type Moon, Takeuchi. I think they created a Kate-san, or I guess Kate-san, whatever, who worked with them, and of course helped with the VN using like I think they called it like an obsolete engine, or like the whatever VN engine they were using, contributing that for the story part. And you know, he gave of course them a lot of credit. Also talking about some of like the philosophy behind their design with the game. Wanted to make it where you couldn't just like hold block. That's why you have just the one button block, which I somehow blocked a lot of hits in my first fight. It was kind of crazy looking back. I was like, wait, what am I doing? Oh shit, am I parrying? What is this, you know? It's cool. It's a good read. If anyone's curious, I can link that and whatnot, but it's really tight. And you know, they talk about renaming their company to French Bread, so I guess is they're like, we can't be Watanabe Productions anymore. First of all, it makes us sound like a real company, and you know, the guy we named it after, you know, we might find it a little strange. So we're thinking French Bread. We don't know if there will be another Melty game, or I don't know if we'll add another character. And I believe there was like an update to this game as well that they released. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. Keeping this moving so I don't trigger the demo. But yeah, to have this move list to read about that, it was cool to read. And I have this move list now for these characters, so pretty tight. It's not as many characters as I thought. Maybe there's more in the game. Maybe I have to unlock them by going through the story mode or something. Fighting game style, like how it usually is in fighting games. That's what I mean. So tempted to just jump into training mode and like try things out, but an arcade mode, I guess, you know, to get better. But I think it's, you know, for my playthrough, just want to go through the story, see what's up, enjoy the story, have some fun fucking fighting as well. Let's go. Okay, let's get back to where we were. Okay, we were definitely like right here. I actually think I skipped one past where we were at, but yeah, look, she's all cute, angry. I like how open she is. I like that she can just act all angry. This badass alchemist seeking her own answers. It was worth being what she knew what that meant for her to share that information for her own ends, but she can also be a goober, so that's cool. Just dumbing down my words to meet your vocabulary takes forever. Now you want me to somehow match everything to your limited intelligence? No, in the first place, my explanation was not lacking. The only thing lacking here is your ability to understand anything. Shit, got him. Anyway, the point of my crimes was to find a cure for vampirism. Don't you want that too? I mean... Well, sure, that would be great. But Sion, you... What is it, Shiki? It's not a question of your motives. Didn't Senpai say you had a connection to this vampire mess? Of course, I am entrusted to gathering information for you. Stares. I don't know. I don't have any connection to it. Why is it so hard to believe that I don't have any connection to this trivial, inconsequential vampire affair in such a Far East country like this? Gee, I wonder why. Wow, trivial is pretty harsh, isn't it? No, that isn't what I meant. I mean, at its current stage, it is trivial. These rumors have not been verified, nor have there been any victims, right? Yeah, that's true. In other words, it will be serious once real victims turn up. Just some rumors, it really is pretty trivial. Maybe I was a little stupid to investigate it just because it seemed interesting. You got it all wrong. Trivial isn't the right word. We will be lucky to end this before victims do appear. Look, Shiki, you can't just ignore the rumors that a vampire has reappeared in town. Don't ignore the rumors, Sion? I thought you came here to see Arcueid, not because of those rumors. Didn't I say that before? I came to this town to meet with a true ancestor, and then a totally unrelated dead apostle just started to appear here. Yeah, totally. This girl has a lot going on. Dots. Well, whatever. Just roll with it. What do you mean by whatever, Shiki? You have your secrets, but I can see you're not really a bad person. That's true. She's alright. I actually like her a lot, to be honest. You can't understand anything at all. As a matter of fact, you really get on my nerves. Shiki, I really do want to explain it all to you, but... No, it's alright. I think I understand your situation better now. So we can just end it here. Yeah, that was a needed talk, at the very least, you know. More importantly, it's almost sunrise. The sun will be up soon. The vampire only comes out at night, you know. Shiki, your family will be up soon, right? It would be meaningless to continue our search any longer. Dude, I'm just imagining them going to the mansion and then Akiya getting pissed that Shiki has Sion with him. Like the strange girl. It's like, and then the fucking fight breaks out. I kind of want a joke fight like that so badly. If anything, just to see like Akiya fight or Kwaku or Hisui. Because I know I got their move list right here. Hey Sion, how do you know that much about me? Because your thoughts are very strong. I don't want Akiya to find out about my night patrols is your highest priority, yeah? Excuse me. Akiya is very important to you, but you're a little scared of her, aren't you? You seem to think about her a lot. If you think about her so much, I wonder what kind of person she is. Let's just stop here. Please stop. At any rate, let's go our separate ways for now. We can meet again tomorrow night at the same place. We might be able to catch Arcueid next time. Yeah, Sion, you do not want to meet Akiya. And it would be better if you hid yourself in daytime. Despite what Senpai said, she may just come looking for you if you are alone. I was going to do that. See you later then. Meet you at the usual place tomorrow night. Troubling. How can he just trust me so completely like that? He's that kind of guy, man. I like how affected she is, though. At the way he is. Me and being there saved her ass from Ciel. And I guess it's going to until this business is finished. I'm dreaming. Alright, what is it this time? For me, it is a waste of time. Even if sleep is necessary for resting the brain, to have to see these pointless thoughts. Probably because my body is weakening. I can't control it. Isn't this a contradiction? If I am so exhausted, I should be too tired for dreams. All the same, why is it that I bring up these meaningless thoughts? Ooh, back at Atlas. The name Eltnum, something of a scar on the face of Atlas. Ooh, we're gonna find out what they did. Ah, loathing, avoidance, criminal. No one said that, but that's how I was viewed. I bet it's something not even that bad, considering that even just the rule on personal research being shared, I can't imagine, but who knows. A family known for their long devotion to alchemy. Once considered distinguished nobility, respected figures who commanded great influence. When did that all change? I shared information. My father did the same, and his father before him. That is how we increase our knowledge. Those of Eltnum do not take their knowledge from books, but from other humans. That is the result of a rational pursuit of knowledge. If you want to know something, you don't necessarily have to study just that one thing. It is more efficient to copy the knowledge of someone who has studied it and more. Then you will have the whole of his knowledge, not just one piece of it. That's true. So thought our ancestors who created the means by which we can read data directly from the human mind. Got it. This is it's a family ability. That's pretty crazy. Using the ether light, the artificial nervous system constructed of ether. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Hacking into the soul is possible. Those are her titles. The soul hacker. Makes sense. An artificial nervous system. And like, yeah, you put it like in someone else. And it gives you like, I think it can potentially give you control, but at the very least it gives you information. When the ether light touches another human being, it merges with their nervous system and links their mind with that of the user. There you go. You might say it takes over that person's hardware. Crazy. Yeah, because we saw it there with Shiki. You could see right through him. Thought directs the body, and ordinarily, the brain is its only control center. The ether light hacks into this process and becomes a second control center, sabotaging the original. It hacks orders to the body, which believes they came from its own brain. That is really dangerous. Holy shit. That answered that question. The ether light penetrates to the deepest level. From the brain, it takes information. It creates a blueprint of the soul from which thought processes are derived. Having the soul be a part of it too is like wild. But like a second control center? Like gaslighting yourself? Holy fuck. Of course, to completely seize someone requires the breach of reason, instinct, thousands of barriers. Okay. It truly is a talent. With this ability to invade the information of others, the House of Eltnum can overcome any obstacle with ease. The target has no choice but to yield their knowledge. Other powerful methods of collecting a person's knowledge. Drugs, the hypnotic gaze of a vampire. Those methods can damage the information so that perfect playback is impossible. Certainly they damage the target itself. Yeah, just the perfect extraction of knowledge. But our method is different. Our way does not leave a scar in the mind. That's surprising. Thoughts are invaded, downloaded, and even rewritten without the person being aware. That is... oh my goodness. Even morally bankrupt alchemists consider this heresy. So Eltnum kept its great power a close secret. But even close secrets inevitably become open ones. By the time I was born, the Eltnum name was no longer a distinguished one. 3 generations ago, our secret was discovered, and we were estranged from Atlas for violating its rules. I see. So even that was too heinous for them. I suspect the other alchemists were also afraid of our methods. Oh, for sure. They had to be threatened by that. In that way, people distance themselves from the Eltnum. That is not necessarily a bad thing. My grandfather, my father, and I did not receive the kind of persecution that might otherwise have been expected. Our methods are rational ones, no matter how feared and disliked they may be right now. No alchemist could deny our accomplishments or our power, nor could they surpass us. So instead they attempted to ignore us. We could not be penalized. I guess that's all they could do. So we were treated as if we did not exist. Still sucks though. In the pit, that was the Atlas Academy. The House of Eltnum resided in the deepest darkness. But even that was not a problem. Others may view us as fallen, but the pride of Eltnum never wavered. I worked hard as a proud daughter of Eltnum. Truly, I was superior. Despite my past, I would soon return and demonstrate my abilities. No, not a problem at all. All those who could not oppose me could only ignore me. And I, who possess abilities worthy of the name Eltnum, There were no doubts about my future. None at all. No reason for doubt anywhere. And thus Atlasia. But I was a slave to my doubts. What kind of doubts? What was I looking for? I do not even know the answers to that myself. The gap between me and everyone else increased moment by moment, when I didn't notice how heavy my burden had become. Yeah, to be alone like that and with everything else looming over, it's made worse, having really no one there. It is time. The sun has set and the town silently turned to night. I cannot get over the fact that this moon looks like a sideways egg. Not good. Already this late? I can barely speak through my painfully dry throat. I knew sleeping in a proper room would have been better. The heat of the day dried my skin so much it crackles as I move. How did you survive Egypt? Shiki, already coming, but he's 10 minutes early. Right, I have to keep up so I can warn him. My connection with Shiki through the ether light gives me the occasional glimpse into his thoughts. It seems he kept busy, spending all day searching for the true ancestor, and for the rumored killer. Is that just part of his personality, I wonder? He really is honest, completely different from the genius act which I play. Wow, I don't get it. For some reason, I'm not very good at making conversation with Shiki. It is not painful or unpleasant, but I'm just not very good at it. I don't think you're used to it. But now that I think about it, actually, I've never spoken to someone my age who is of the opposite sex. There you go, exactly. So, this is the first time for me. Well, back then in Atlas, it was unthinkable. No, that isn't it. I simply did not think about it. Damn, thump thump. What did I say, man? Power of Shiki. I feel sick. Oh, everything before me turns red and I feel like I might collapse. Stop it. Don't think about your circumstances. Eliminate all thoughts. Excess thoughts are dangerous. There is but one thing I need to do. Negotiate with the true ancestor and restrain her, then separate her from Tatari. And this time the vampire will... Tatari? Tatari is connected to Ark? Who is Tatari? Ark only turned Roa into a dead apostle. So it's not that. But that's the vampire? I think either Sion is misunderstanding or I'm misunderstanding. And separate her from Tatari, and this time the vampire will. Interesting. Restrain Ark, huh? Well, good luck with that. This time I arrived ahead of our agreed meeting time by 10 minutes, but just as before, Sion was already there waiting. Good evening, Shiki. Hey, just like I thought, you're right on time, Sion. Of course. I didn't expect you to be. Eh? What was that, Sion? Nothing. I don't normally talk to myself, so let's just continue with our patrol. Yeah, and like what just happened there, she had to kill like all her emotion in that moment, like reflecting on the fact that she's never really talked to someone of the opposite sex, like she said. So it's like troubling for her, but she didn't think about it while she was at the academy because everyone ignored her. Like to think about it would be like too painful, you know? And it was starting to go there, but she had to like hyper focus in, especially with her ability. Like just learning about it there, like the power that her family held, that when it was discovered, like even the alchemists there were like, of course they were threatened. They were like, yo, that is fucked up. You can insert an artificial nervous system and create basically a second control center, like look into people's minds and even like shift their thoughts. Like that is so broken, man. It is a very dangerous ability. She even described like the toll of like the many barriers one's even has to like breach someone's mind. So it's still a skillful thing, and the toll it takes must be crazy. I mean, we see that, like the heat that's burning down, her whole situation, like the pain of her past. Like to have a power that's rooted in the mind like that while having all that trouble is like pretty fucking bad. For some reason, her face seems pale. Is she in a bad mood? She seems kind of run down. Sion, are you okay? You look like you've overdone it. And didn't she say before that she felt she only had like a few days to live? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's that bad. No need to worry. Management of one's own body is a basic skill for alchemists. More importantly, how about the true ancestor, Shiki? Because yeah, like with that in mind, it wasn't even just like the emotional pain. It was like she was literally like breaking down. About that, I couldn't catch her today either. I think she may be deliberately avoiding me. You may be right. Maybe she is trying to act like some kind of a perfect honor student, just like that agent yesterday. No way, that's not Arcuate at all. Yeah, not at all. She's probably just concerned about me. Yeah, I'm sure she has a fine reason. Probably just doesn't want to bring Shiki into it. Indeed, the workings of the heart are truly foolish, aren't they? Just as well, so no results today, either. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I did leave a note in her room. I have something important to tell you. You know what I've been doing, so come to the park after midnight. If you don't come, I won't make breakfast for you anymore. Oh, man. That's dirty, Shiki. Shiki, do you really think the true ancestor will take that seriously? Yes. Oh, she will. A while ago, she and Akia got in a big fight. However, it looked Arcuate was the one at fault, and I told her to apologize. Of course, Arcuate said there was no reason to, but as soon as I threatened to stop cooking her breakfast, she apologized to Akia properly. That is the best bargaining tactic with her. Makes sense. I puffed my chest out confidently. She is such a sucker for Shiki and his cooking, apparently. Sion stares at me in amazement. I see. I must modify my assumptions about the true ancestor. She nods to herself. Don't play with her though, Ark will fuck you up. Shall we go to the park? Maybe we'll meet her this time, Sion. Oh, if we're about to. Oh goodness, yeah, we're at the park. Let me get my move list ready. The song is so dissonant. The moment we reach the park, I feel something wrong already. The smell of blood is overpowering. We run into the depths of the park, fighting our way through the thick night air to find... What? Oh, there she is. Look guys, it's the Tsukihime. Under the pale moon, above the countless corpses, above the ground dyed with blood, oh, Arcuate stands before us. Ark? Despite being a failure, this could almost pass as the real thing. Glancing at the moon overhead, Arcuate laughs amusedly. What? Interesting. There's something strange in the air. Without a doubt, that is Arcuate. But there's something slightly different, something not quite right with her. Huh. At last you're here. Shiki, you call someone and you don't even meet them on time. Not to mention when you finally arrive, you're with some other woman. Now I'm starting to get ticked off. She giggles. The pressure builds in the air around us, the abnormality almost overwhelming. I start to lose my self-control, just like Akia does when she is drunk. Wait, are you real? Oh, if you have to ask that, then I have to wonder about you. Well, we'll find out soon enough. You there, Magus, you have some business with me? Yes, my name is Sion Eltnam Atlasia. As an alchemist, I seek your cooperation for a great undertaking, Princess of the True Ancestors. Cooperate with me? How rare for someone outside the church to say that. Fine, let's hear it. I'll listen if you don't bore me. Yes, I am researching the process of vampirism, those who had their blood drank by true ancestors and became dead apostles. Against this one-way process, I... Then you mean... Yes, nothing short of curing vampirism. There's some abnormality in your kind's blood that causes humans to change. If so, then there has to be something which could cause them to turn back. For that, I need the blood of an original true ancestor. Just realized I forgot to make the text fast. It's fine. Just gotta wait a little bit. Oh, that? No way. That's boring, so we'll just stop here. Oh, there you go. You can't just dismiss that as boring. When you get down to it, isn't it just a disease you are all spreading? You can't just ignore the dead apostles like that. Oh, I didn't say the dead apostles were boring. I'm saying that you're boring. Talk to him. What do you mean by that? I mean, that is impossible. Once humans become vampires, they can never go back. You can't turn back time, Sion Eltland Atlasia. And isn't your purpose different? Curing vampirism? That's a lie. You know yourself that is impossible. That's the cover for the vampire she's really here for. Isn't that right? Because you've already long since. Hold up. Hold up. Sion a vampire? Sion did apostle? Quiet. It was foolish of me to ask for your help. Humans and true ancestors can never work together willingly. I will force you to cooperate. Because of that vampire made Sion one, this hunting for them makes a lot more sense. Sion dips slightly. In an instant, her gun is out, and she charges at Arcuate. But Sion, wait. My voice of reason doesn't make it on time. Sion rushes to attack the composedly lounging Arcuate. Oh, here we go. Alright, hold up. Sion's move list. Okay. So we got the Z plus... I mean, these inputs are pretty flexible. You can use like any attack input. Okay, I'll try. Get away from me. Ooh, I got those. I can't even think about combos right now. I'm just trying to fight. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Try something. Oh, that's how I... Okay, cool, cool. I'm trying to shoot you. Arc. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to my vital source. They talked about that in the webpage as well. How when it's depleted, then you get stunned, but I already knew that. Watching my magic circuit when I hit 300%. God, that was just one round. Oh my God. Sorry for what I must do, Arc. Oh, I can double jump. Okay. Why am I just learning that? Look, I'm just learning. Okay. Almost 300. I really want to try my super. There it is. Fuck. Oh, I got knocked out of it. Foolish, foolish, foolish. God, that dash. Let me stop button mashing. I need to use my block. Oh, nope, not with that when I'm that low. On my vital source. Get away from the wall. Okay. Gun. Take some time to recover, though. Need to get her airborne. The forward middle, that's pretty good. Back middle is the same as neutral. Back heavy is that kick. Forward heavy is that. And neutral heavy is that too. So it's not a back input. There's a forward input though. Oh, sorry, Arc. It'll be interesting to go through this again and just take the losing options. How much is this branch? I gotta look at the tree again once it goes to that again. I've read your moves. Victory is mine, Arcuate Brunstad. Using your speed of thought in order to predict your opponent's movements. That's... Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that combat-wise. But yeah, that, of course, like, that makes sense. Analyzing the probability of all fluctuations and choosing the most suitable attack. Alchemist of Atlas. But even if you can know the future, you cannot resist it. Right, because yeah, she talked about that before, Sion did. About using that data to make predictions about the future. Humans in a sinking ship who know their final hour can gain no benefit from such knowledge. Arc's still talking that shit. But that is the destined outcome of a fight between you and I. You may predict my movements and try to counter, but you can't really oppose me. You can't change a gun's lethality. Even if you know the bullet's path, you lack the ability to dodge it. It is as you say. The alchemists of Atlas will not go through with an experiment if they do not have all the ingredients for success. Indeed, no matter how I approach the problem, I lack the elements to defeat you in a fight. You understand then, but you did keep up with me. If you can do at least that much, then why do you even bother with alchemy in the first place? That doesn't really concern me. I'm less curious about you than I am about why Shiki is spacing out over there. So, Shiki, why the heck did you call me and then show up with that woman? Don't tell me you're actually the fake. Oh, wow. Fake? Isn't that my line? What's that mountain of dead bodies then? Yeah, can we talk about that? What about you? Are you really Arcuate? That wasn't me. You did it before you came here. What? I did it? Yeah, although when I watched it, you looked a little fake. Oh my god, we have another fake Shiki? It's either that one... No, we defeated the goober from the plus disc. I don't know why Nanaya would be here. He couldn't be. In any case, it seems like we all have been influenced by that thing. If you don't watch out, you just might turn into a true killer. Turn into a true killer? You mean, what do you mean? The realization of anxiety. You were the one who stacked this pile of dead bodies. Isn't Ciel looking for you right now? Although in the first place, you can't really call this murder. So, what are you doing, Arcuate? It's already too late. Stop kicking those bodies around like that. Oh, Shiki, you're still tricked. Just take a closer look at all this, won't you? Closer look? Huh? What is this? Just some scraps of food and trash. Okay, it's another illusion. What the fuck? Huh? What is this? I swear there were bloody corpses right here. See? You were deceived. Shiki, you've had some very bad experiences, so you are more likely to make this stuff real. What? Is it okay if I ask a question, Arcuate? Yeah, sure. What's going on? Thank you. No, really, what the hell? Isn't it obvious? A pile of trash you mistook for a mountain of bodies? The work of a killer. No, a vampire. A vampire? The model for all of these rumors around town? Ciel Senpai was looking, but I should have known you would be too. What's this? You already spoke with Ciel? That's strange. Then even if it does appear, it may not be a bad time. Oh, I see. Because I'm here, it hasn't decided on a form yet. That idiot. So greedy, yet it can only end in self-destruction. Decided on a form. Arcuate, you're the only one understanding everything. Can't you just help me out a little? Yeah, she definitely understands. What the hell? That girl over there has all the details. I can't really explain about the dead apostle this time. And isn't it better to hear from somebody involved in all this? Involved? Do you mean Sion? Time for the truth. Exactly. You know, I really want to kill her, but you would probably get in the way, right? Are you stupid? Of course I would. What's with this crazy merciless attitude all of a sudden? Hey, I said I'm letting you go, alchemist. Until I've confirmed the strength of this vampire, I won't be wasting any of my power. Alright. She left before we could stop her. Since we cannot keep up, pursuing her would be useless. Furthermore, it is dangerous to stay here. I don't think there will be anyone else around on a sweltering night like this. But even if there was just one, you might be branded as a criminal. Criminal? I didn't kill anyone or anything. Just tore up that trash, I guess. Perception is reality. Anyway, it is a good idea to move somewhere else. More trivial matters are likely to occur if we stay here. Got it. Well, I really don't get what you're saying, but let's just leave here. We're at G. So we're just taking the straight path up. And I guess this... I mean, it might take us to another one after this, to another screen. It's probably not this short, but maybe it is. I don't know. It is still a fighting game. I'm not sure how deep the VN portion of this is. I guess we'll see. But again, I'm really liking Sion. I really want to hear more details about this vampire. Oh, what Arcuate said earlier. And if Sion is possibly one? Because what with Arc implied about them choosing a form and all the illusions. And and like what their relation to Ark is, because that's like got me like, huh? When Arcuite said you were involved, what was she talking about? Sion, you said you didn't know much about what was happening, but you really do, don't you? I don't know why you were hiding it, but I was not hiding it. It was the truth that I only knew as much as you did about the rumors. But yes, I do know more than you do about the dead apostle hiding in this town. I knew you'd be difficult. If you knew about it, how come you kept quiet? Because you were just looking for the rumored vampire. For example, it would be like just buying medicine whenever you were sick. You didn't buy the medicine because you wanted to find out what was in it, right? So it was meaningless to explain everything about that dead apostle. I mean, it might help us look for them. I don't know. Hey, there is a meaning to it. If you don't know your opponent, you won't know how to counter him. He's just a rumor after all, so we don't know if he's really that bad. And if we can resolve this by talking, it'll be much better. How laid back. If you think you can talk with it, then you are so wrong, it gives me the chills. This is against my better judgment, but consider it a reward for agreeing to help me. Right now you seem to simply want peace with that vampire. But if you die on me because of it, my ability to finish this may be in question. Interesting. Shiki, the source of the rumors in town, the dead apostle that the true ancestor and the agent of the church are searching for, is the one called Tatari. Okay, so that's them? Who are they? Tatari? You mean like a curse? Oh, is that what it means? Yes, the etymology derives from this country's word for curse. The dead apostle Tatari is a vampire lacking independent individuality. It pieces together anxiety from the bits of rumors to appear real and feeds in cycles. It feeds off fear? A rumor that appears real and feeds in cycles. Yes, a criminal that revels in the reactions of others to its deeds. Dead apostles are normally not content with simply drinking blood as the years pass. They make their own rules and take pleasure not only in drinking blood, but in protecting those rules. Sounds right. To make matters worse, Tatari has the ability to gather up rumors. Similar to the true ancestor's marble phantasm, Tatari is able to materialize the imagination of humans. That is... Huh. Well, explains all the illusions. So the more uneasy humans are and the more bad rumors spread, the more its power grows. It's like how gods gain power. Or like in like apparitions or like ghost stories, right? They're made stronger and more potent and even real by the amount of people who believe in them. It's literally like that. Hey, then you mean in the absence of bad rumors he can't exist? Yes, a curse's strength is extreme anxiety, and operating on this principle, it can transform general rumors into reality. That which is called Tatari truly does have the ability to materialize rumors. So when Ark was like, they haven't like chosen what form they want to appear in, it's like, yeah, it's like more, yeah, so bizarre. Strong dead apostles are able to create within themselves a differing reality from the outside world. Yeah, in the first part, the reality marble. This reality marble is a separate world created from one's imagination. There you go. Usually its form is constantly fixed, but Tatari's reality marble is something which takes form from nearby humans. So it's a reality marble. That's crazy. Because of that, the contents of the reality marble are separate from that of the world around it. Reality marbles are also very short-lived. No matter how strong a dead apostle is, he cannot maintain one for more than a single night. Makes sense. Yeah, they do take a lot of fucking mana. A single night is the limit. Is that why the rumors of the killer are only at night? No, Tatari has not yet occurred. In order to take form, the rumors must spread through town in order to increase their probability. Right now, Tatari is only a rumor, but just rumors cannot kill anyone in reality, right? How did this being even come to exist? This is wild. Tatari is spreading roots through this town, permeating it with unpleasant rumors. As time passes, the rumors start to turn to reality, and it can occur due to the bizarre circumstances. So it's going to become real. very quickly as if this keeps going on. That means the likelihood of a true killer or vampire serving as a model is high. Well, he's still got time. In any case, thanks to all those incidents which occurred before, I think it is only natural for the people of this town to feel uneasy about it, so... Got it. So with the events of Tsukihime and everything up until now, makes sense why this one would be attracted to this place. Oh, in other words, this dead apostle named Tatari hasn't drunk blood in this town yet, and he has to wait until the rumors become closer to reality before he can? To put it succinctly, yes. For Tatari, the town in which he appears is only one stage, and the audience has just arrived. Their imaginations fuel the play, and when the seats are filled, Tatari appears. The curtain rises? Yes, for one night. In the past, Tatari would claim victim after victim in the town in which he occurred until it was morning. That's what she saw before, right, in that village? At times it would be given to preying on everyone in the whole town. At any rate, it was the unpleasant rumor everyone in town believed in. Humans cannot fight back against their own nightmares, their worst fears given shape. Because they cannot fight back, it truly is a nightmare, and... once the curse begins, there's no stopping it? Correct. And you are also part of the audience. No, you might just be the guest of honor. There is a high possibility whatever unpleasantness you think of will become Tatari. That's really bad for Shiki. It's already been kind of bad with all those bodies, but... yeah. I mean, if anyone can kill this thing, it's Shiki. Who can kill, like, concepts with his fucking eyes, so... you know. Why me? You are the human most tied to the true ancestor. You are the one receiving the true ancestor's favor, so this town is considered quite desirable for an appearance. True ancestor's favor? If that's what you think, you're a little mistaken. But why would that make me such a desirable target? You know the true ancestor very well, right? If you think about it, it is very obvious. The absolute worst nightmare in this town would be a true ancestor gone mad. Right. Then, if I get worried about Arcuate indiscriminately drinking blood, or think that Seal Senpai and Akiya getting in a fight would be bad, then it'll happen. Then the chances of that becoming reality is high. Curses work more on the principle of changing things which exist rather than creating something out of nothing. Got it. I love when Nasu gets into, like, shit like this. It's so, like, crazy, but it's, like, cool. Please think of Tatari as a sort of dead apostle who uses curses as familiars. Wow. In this case, wouldn't it simply be easier for Tatari to take possession of the true ancestor and start rampaging rather than truly becoming a rampaging true ancestor? Consequently, your image of unpleasantness is much more clearly defined than anyone else's, right? Having seen so many real vampires, you provide a far more vivid image from which to construct a false one. It makes sense. Very dangerous for Shiki. Hey, wait a minute. Then if I imagine that guy, for instance. Oh, fuck. Nero? No, don't think about him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, do not think about Nero, dude. I mean, do, because that would be cool. And I want to see how he fights in this game. Because he's got to be in this game. I know he's in this game. I've heard that before. That would be bad. If I get trouble thinking about that. It's kind of hype, though. Natsuyoru. Sion. Oh, fuck. It's because she saw that, right? Sion, what's wrong? Are you hurt from your fight with Arcuate? I know she's kind of just fucked up in general, but... No, that is not it. I just suddenly became nauseous. No need for concern. More importantly, Shiki, what are you going to do now? Why do you ask that? Our efforts to negotiate with the true ancestor failed, but there still remains the possibility. Our top priority is dealing with Tatari, so we may still use it as a bargaining chip. In other words, there's no need for you to act as a mediator. You can just go back to... in that case, then let's do it together, of course. I'm looking for the vampire anyway, and you have to do something about Tatari before you can talk with Arcuate. We are partners after all. You're a help to me too. You might as well cooperate. I'm surprised. Shiki, you still intend to help me? Well, I do not have any more information for you, and I'm still hiding so much. Haven't you answered whatever I asked? If I don't understand anything, all I have to do is ask, right? Anyway, let's just roam around for a while. We still need to do something about this Tatari dead apostle before his curse becomes real. That's really cool, though. That's a very interesting dead apostle. Because they range from just, like, normal vampire, basically Dracula, to, like, Blood Forest that is somehow a vampire. Now we got this one. Crazy. Alright, let's do it. With that, Shiki and I began to search together. I wonder why. There's no need since the true ancestor has refused to cooperate. And he still doesn't understand what Tatari is if he thinks he can just run into it while we walk around like this. It is meaningless. If it was so easy to run across Tatari like that, it would have already been sealed by the church long ago. Understanding the futility, I still continue to search with Shiki. It's a fair point, but what else can you do? In other words, the reason is unknown. I can't believe it. Oh, like why she's doing it anyway? Things I do not understand discomfort me. So why am I? This lack of understanding is probably getting on my nerves. Sion, maybe this direction is better? There's nothing in that direction. Traces would be found, not in the center of town, but at its edges. Its edges. Let's see, the park, my family's mansion, the industrial sector, the brand new construction site. Oh god, the construction site. Oh, the school? That's where the vampire's lair was before. Uh-huh. It is of no importance if you exclude the school. During this holiday, there will be no one there, correct? Tatari will not appear where no rumors will start. In other words, a place where no people gather. Makes sense. So wherever the most people are. Oh, then let's head off to the construction site. My choice of words was not correct. Tatari does not like crowded places. Oh, instead, places where one can view signs of life are desired. Then elevated places such as the school or the Tono mansion are desired. Oh. Interesting. We hurry to the construction site. The potential of the mansion being desired has me worried. Everyone who lives there is fucked up, so now it's gonna be really good fuel for them. We hurry to the construction site, the place where Shiki had to experience a parting. His thoughts flow into me through the ether light. Despite appearing calm, his thoughts are full of his classmate that became a vampire. Isn't it sad? Those thoughts become painful. A deeper look at Shiki's true state shows him to be an austere monk, treading across a mountain of needles. But unconsciously, he repeatedly tells himself to ignore the path so he can continue walking forward. I love this insight into him from Sion's perspective. Should I just cut the connection with the ether light? If I do that, his thoughts will no longer flow towards me. That is where the nausea came from earlier. Right, when the image of Nero came up and then Nanatsu YORO. Shiki was imagining the thought of blood so freshly, I practically became drunk on it. I see. Sion, be careful. The steps are crumbling and it isn't very bright, so watch your step. I know. I can see that much by the moonlight. Yeah, it's almost a full moon. I guess it is bright tonight. After he says that, I look up to the sky. The golden moon hangs overhead. The dark, chaotic ruins remind me of that night. The night 3 years ago. That one night in the mountain village. Right. The village destroyed by Tatari. I was the only one who survived. No, I was allowed to escape. I shamefully escaped from that thing, from which it is impossible to live after having your blood drank by it. I see. I think we know what happened now. Based on what Ark said earlier, I really think that that made her a dead apostle. I said it wrong earlier when I was like, oh, like her wanting a cure for vampirism is a cover-up. It's for herself. Right? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. To hunt down Tatari, the one who made her a vampire. Makes a lot of sense. And while also working toward the cure. Shiki, can I ask you a question? Do you hate vampires? Sounds like a familiar question. That's a pretty tough question, Sion. In the darkness, Shiki takes a step forward. Right behind him. I hate them. There's no doubt about it. For a brief second, I sense an icy intent to kill. But my hatred isn't directed towards them. Only humans have a conception of good and evil. I see. Yeah, that was a big thing with, like in, Tsukihime, and that's, like, something I've seen in, like, Monogatari as well. Vampires feed on humans, not because they're evil, because they need to. Does that inherently make them evil creatures? From the perspective of humans, of course. But, you know. There's no good or evil when it comes to vampires. Just displeasure at drinking blood. A monster that drinks human blood. A usurper who steals human blood. That monster let me alone escape. Let me alone escape. I asked it why it let me go. What do you mean? I feel sorry for my own kind. There you go. Saying that as it smiled, it disappeared. To think that as one of my relatives makes me so angry I could go crazy. One in whom the blood of Eltnum flows. Yo. Yo, okay, got it. Alright. This is crazier than I thought then. Got you. Okay. Not exactly what I was thinking then. The same blood of Eltnum within me. This body which can no longer turn back. And there you go, confirmed. Sion's a vampire, man. And Tatari is an Eltnum. Crazy. So are the Eltnums vampires in general, or, you know, what happened before? Looks like this way is a bust. I was thinking maybe the center of town seems suspicious. Red. I don't like the color red. Shall I go back for now? Next time we'll try that. Blood. I don't like to remember blood. So when she saw that in Shiki's mind, that's why it really fucked her up. Sion. To need something like that, who? Sion, hey. Are you okay? Sion. Oh, she is breaking down, man. This poor girl. So, I won't allow it. The one who let only me escape. Myself who escaped. And this weak flesh of mine. Yes, this time, in order to lower the curtain on the Midsummer Night's Dream.